Now, whether or not you watch the latest Apple event on this Apple Vision Pro VR AR headset, I gotta say, 3,500 bucks is a lot of money. And honestly, it just seems like Apple is getting greedier and greedier. I mean, you've got other, VR headsets in the market like the Meta Quest that has like a base price of 500 bucks. Then there's some other higher end ones that go for around 1,000, but we're talking about 3,500 bucks. Now, I've got an article pulled up here on The Verge I'm going to go over. Then we're going to just showcase some of the trailer for the Apple Vision Pro. And I'm also going to throw up some John Wick VR gameplay. So I hope you guys are ready for that at the end. But I'm going to go through this article because this is basically the gist of it. And Apple announced an augmented reality headset called Apple Vision Pro that seamlessly blends the real and digital world. It's the first Apple product you look through and not at. CEO Tim Cook said of the device, which looks like a pair of ski goggles, I mean, they kind of do. As rumored, it features a separate battery pack and is controlled with eyes, hands, and voice. It's going to start at 3,500 bucks and launch early next year. So it's not going to come out this year, starting in the US market. Then they're going to add more countries later in the year. Now, the Vision Pro's position is primarily an AR device, but it can switch between augmented and full virtual reality using a dial. Now, the device is control free and you browse rows of app icons in the operating system called Vision OS by looking at them. You can tap to select and flick to scroll. You can also give voice commands, and Apple says hundreds of thousands of familiar iPhone and iPad apps will automatically work that way. And on top of that, the headset supports Bluetooth accessories, including the Magic Keyboard, Magic Trackpad, and lets you connect your Mac to use inside the headset. Downward-facing cameras can capture your hands even if they're resting low on your body. Okay, here's the deal. I mean, in the trailer, it looks awesome, but I know that since this is the first iteration of this Vision OS, it's probably going to be pretty clunky. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of glitches with it, and we'll probably see tons of updates, whenever this thing launches. The headset has a glass front and aluminum frame containing 5 sensors, 12 cameras, and a 4K display for each eye, and a computer that's apparently cooled with the fan. Okay, so here's my thoughts, guys. 3,500 bucks is a lot of money for one of these headsets. Like I said, there are some VR headsets in the market, anywhere from 500 to like 1,000-ish bucks on the higher end. And I just think that, this thing is going to be really cool, but how many people are going to spend $3,500 on this thing? I mean, I'll probably pick up one, but I just don't know how many they're really going to plan to sell. I remember back in the day when Apple released the first iPhone, I think they were selling it for like 500 bucks. I mean, that was so many years ago, well over a decade ago, but 3,500 bucks, man, this is pretty high. And in my opinion, I don't think this is going to be worth it for a lot of people at this price. And we'll see what happens. Okay, lastly, like I said, I want to actually throw up some John Wick VR gameplay. Also, if you guys wanted to get on our tech newsletter where we send out 1 email a week, definitely recommend doing that below in the description. For now, let's run some of this John Wick VR.
God. These guys are all dead. I got an open door right. Elevator's deep. Just want to make sure the ground floor is clear. That's locked, it looks like. Oh man, so we're compromised now. We know this dude could squirt. Locked as well. Okay. ID card. This thing? Okay. They're gonna make me go in an elevator. Okay. Okay. This is not gonna go well. I don't like this at all. There's zero cover in here.
Evac VIP. Hey.
It's high up there too. I'm working the open threat first. That may terminate. Tough to say. I think it does. Alright. I'm gonna work this one first. Oh, the catwalk goes in here too. I think that catwalk connects, so instead of going into that maze, I think I'm going to take the catwalk up through that door. If I can. Won't let me go up there? Nope. Damn. So we just have to sacrifice that advantage and clear this freaking shoot house looking art gallery. Dead space behind this wall, it's still a threat. Yep. Hold it. Anybody else? I don't like that high.
Hey.
Holy shit. Jesus Christ. I also don't like having my rear exposed. Getting sketched out. I'm gonna clear this before I push over there just to make sure. Okay. Clear to the rear with the exception of the high ground that I can't go up in the elevators. He moved. This asshole. I don't know if he came from internal or if he came from the rear. That's why I'm back clearing a little bit. Alright, working this corner first. Switching to the side where I've got more cover.
Here.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Fucking jump scare city, bro. Alright, this is bad. Those are both breachable. I think this probably goes to that same room. Safer to do it from here.
Enemy! Contact!
So much for all that surprise we had. Still one more. This door is not going to stop many bullets. Double checking these to make sure they didn't come open on me. I believe this connects, so I'm going to open up this L. It does connect. Big open glass room up there. Alright, this terminates. Close door right. Might as well keep pushing.